We are starting with a new chapter, chapter 8, small business, and we will start with the introduction that what small business is. Small business plays a significant or a very important role in a developing country like India in terms of the employment generation and the economic development, right? Any size of any business generally depends on certain parameters or certain factors. What are those factors? So we decide the size of a business, either it's a small business, it's a large business, it's a micro, medium, small, whatever size of business, that is defined, that is decided by certain parameters or factors. These are those parameters. The first one is the people employed, how much labor is employed. Second is the value or the volume of output, right? Third one is the amount, the capital invested in purchasing plant and machinery, right? And the power consumed. Fine. So these are the various parameters, but in India, what approach do we follow? The size of the business generally decided by the capital invested in plant and machinery. Fine. Why this approach is there to define the size of the business in India? That is because of the scarcity of capital and the abundance of labor. We have abundance of labor, but we have scarcity of capital. That's why we decide small business on the basis of size, because it requires more labor and less capital, right? Now, small scale enterprise as per the MSMED Act 2006. According to this act, what small scale business is there and what classification, different classification of small scale business are there. This particular act, it was established for developing and enhancing the competitiveness of micro, small and medium enterprises and matters related to them. Such act, it was enacted in June 16, 2006, but this act, it came into force on 2nd of October 2006. Generally, small business is divided into two main categories. One is a traditional business and the modern business. What a traditional business is and what a modern business is as per the small scale business. Traditional means which is labor intensive, which is labor intensive means where the more laborers are employed, right? In such categories fall the handicraft industry, handlooms, khadi and village industries, etc. Whereas in modern, it has a combination of labor plus more mechanized machineries. Fine. These industries, they are highly mechanized, plus they have laborers also. Laborers are also employed. Such industries, you will find ready-made garment industries, plastic, stationery, leather goods industries. All these, they fall under modern small business industries. Fine. There is a classification of various types of industries, various categories are there as per the MSMED Act. What is MSMED? Micro, Small, Medium Enterprise Development Act 2006. According to that, these are the various classification. The first one is this particular act, it has classified the small business into two categories. One is the manufacturing business enterprises and service business enterprises, right? In manufacturing business enterprises, there are three categories again. The first one is the micro business enterprise, second one is a small business enterprise, and the third one is the medium business enterprise, right? And these further classification, that is based on the plant and the amount or the capital invested in the plant and machinery. So in manufacturing business enterprise, if rupees 25 lakhs are invested in plant and machinery or in purchasing plant and machinery, then such category will fall under micro business enterprise. If rupees 5 crores are invested in any manufacturing company which is small in size, then that will fall under small business enterprise. Likewise, if 10 crore rupees they are invested in any small business which is manufacturing in nature, then it will fall under medium business enterprise, right? It was confined to the manufacturing business enterprise which is small business, right? Second is the service business enterprise. Any service business enterprise which is small in size, right? It further has three main classification, again based on the amount which is invested in plant and machinery. First one is the micro business enterprise. In such small service business enterprises, rupees 10 lakhs are invested in plant and machinery. In the second category, rupees 2 crore they are invested, and they are called small business enterprise or small service business enterprise. Fine. In the third category, it is medium business enterprise, and in such business or the service business enterprises, rupees 5 crores are invested. Right. So this is the classification of two types of businesses, that is manufacturing and service, classified by the MSMED Act 2006. There is an administrative setup for small agro and rural business units. Now, what comes under the administrative setup? The first one is the Ministry of Small Scale Enterprises, and the second one is the Ministry of Agro and Rural Industries. What is done by the Ministry of Small Scale Enterprises? They prepare policies and programs for the promotion and development of small scale industries. Fine. Second is they provide financial help to the small scale industries for the establishment and development of new projects. Fine. So they prepare policies and programs, plus they provide financial help to the small scale industries. Second is the Ministry of Agro and Rural Industries. What does it do? It is the main state model agency which coordinates and develops khadi industries in villages. So it mainly coordinates and helps in development of khadi industries in the rural areas. Plus the National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, it also falls under the Ministry of Agro and Rural Industries. Fine. The nature or the features of small scale industries. These are the various features of small scale industries. Why an industry is called a small scale industry? So these are the various features. The first one is the labor intensive. We had already discussed that small scale industries, they are labor intensive, because such industries they need more of the labor than of the capital. So it requires more labors and less machines, right? It requires more labor and less machine, because it has very simple production methods, and such production is carried out by laborers, right? And such industries are mainly set up in the rural areas. Why? Because in rural areas laborers are easily available on a very cheaper rates or the prices. Second is small investment. Such industries, they require less capital investment. Why? We have just discussed that such industries, they require more labor than of the machines. Fine. So they don't require high investment in buying plant and machinery. That's why they are considered as a project or a business with a less capital investment. Third is the personal in nature. Such small businesses, they are personal in nature, because such business, they are either proprietorship or they are the partnership. So they are generally owned or managed by a single person or maybe 2 persons or 3 persons, right? So it is a proprietary or a partnership kind of a business. Fourth is the self-management. Such industries or such such organizations, such industries, they don't require any professional managers, right? So for starting up such business, you don't have to have a degree in management kind of. You don't have to be very highly educated, right? So because any person can start such kind of business because they don't require high professional managers, right? Highly professional managers, and such industries, they are owned and managed by owners. They are owned and managed by the owners. So there is a high independency. There is a high level of independency, right? And because of these features, the owner or the manager, he maintains the secrecy, right? There is a personal look after of the business, and there is a high sense of involvement. Plus, there is a high, or you can say that there is a quick decision making, because he is the manager. He doesn't have to consult with anyone for coming up to any decision. So there is a quick decision making. Next is the rural and semi-urban areas. The area of setup, that is generally defined, predefined, fine. So that is limited. The location is limited. Such industries, they are generally set up in the rural or the semi-urban areas because of the availability of the laborers at a very low cost, fine. Whereas the market of the goods which are manufactured by, or the services manufactured by such small scale industries, that is unlimited, right? The goods which are manufactured by such industries, they are marketed not only, the market is not confined to India, but that such market that extends to the international level as well. Next is the high consumer goods. Such industries, they have a very simple production process. There is a high involvement of laborers, so they generally follow a simple process of manufacturing goods. That's why they produce very light consumer goods which are easily produced, undergoing simple production process. Seventh, or the last point is the less time in commencement. Such industries, they require less capital. They require an owner or the proprietary sort of business, right? So such business, they are easy to set up and they require less time in commencement, and in such business the returns are really high, or you can say not high, but returns are very quick, fine. So easy to commence with the quick returns. So these are the various features of small scale industries. Thank you.